Hi, welcome to our channel. This is video training number 2, and today I'm going to try to answer one of the most common questions that I get almost all the time when I talk to people about what it is that I do, what it is that our company do. So stay tuned and we're going to answer that question. The most important question I get all the time is, what is multi-channel marketing? So people want to know, people kind of understand what marketing is somewhat, they have a vague idea. But when it comes to multi-channel marketing, it sounds like it's a newer concept, even though it's not, but it's becoming more popular and we are adapting that system in our business and using it to help individuals become the local celebrities and authorities on their field. But it doesn't end with that. There are more details and people are curious to know what it is. And I thought it would be a great idea to put together this short clip kind of explaining what the components of multi-channel marketing is. And the bottom line is why you should care about this, what it means to your business, how you can possibly benefit from this, right? So that's the ultimate goal. Again, I'm going to be using some assistance from my whiteboard behind me. And the question we're dealing with here is, what is multi-channel marketing? So any type of marketing that you do for your business, if you're doing anything at all, has two goals at the end of the day. So we're going to reveal those goals towards the end of our presentation, but I want to talk about different marketing channels that our multi-channel marketing approach incorporates our solutions with, right? So the first one is social media. When talking about social media, you can incorporate Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, and there are many others on and off, and some of them are more famous, some less. So you might know some of them, especially Facebook and Twitter. And the other one is video marketing. Video marketing is known through YouTube, right? YouTube happens to be the second largest search engine, believe it or not. So the first one is Google, the second one is YouTube, and YouTube is owned by Google. So you can see how smart of a company Google is, right? So they own number 1 and number 2 biggest search engines out there. And the reason we're talking about these media is that your business, your company, your specialty needs to be online. As Bill Gates once said, your business needs to be online or you will be out of business. I don't want to sound negative, but at some point you have to know the value of your company and be able to share that value with the people out there, because you need to be where your customers are. And regardless of what your profession is, your customers are somewhat either they're fully integrated, they're always online. If you're trying to attract teenagers or the people within the age group of 15 to 35, they do most of the things they do online right now, right? And even for an elderly people after 35 to 65, they might not use it as much, but there's a transition happening. So regardless of what you do, you need to have a portion of your business representing itself online. And social media is one of those tools. It's always fun to watch friends and put some pictures and all that stuff, but many people are making millions of dollars utilizing social media tools, social media marketing. The second one is video marketing. Believe it or not, people are 3 times more likely to watch something than actually read it. So for example, today we can take the content of this video, turn it into an article, and put it online, do a test case, and 3 times more number of people will prefer to watch the video instead of going through reading paragraph by paragraph. Okay, that's why your business needs to be online, whether it's a commercial or you getting in front of the camera, just like what I'm doing right now, and answering some questions. You need to be online. You need to be present. You need to be engaged with your customers online. The other piece is book publishing. I know it sounds like, for some people, it sounds like a lifetime dream to be able to publish your own book. But I published my book like a year ago, right? It became a bestseller book on 2 different categories. And not saying that to brag about it, just to impress upon you, just to show you what could be done. And the purpose of book publishing was not just to have a book out there. It has marketing purposes. It gives you authority. We always talk about turning your expertise, whatever field you're in, turning your expertise into an authority. So when you're talking to people, you can talk with that power backing you up. You don't have to wait to have 20, 30, 40 years experience in order for you to be able to say, I am the authority in this field. As long as you expose yourself and what you know to the industry, to the people who are looking for that type of information, and as long as you build value with your potential customers, whether it's through publishing a book, videos, social media, and many other tools that we're going to be talking about, people will be attracted to what you do, what you offer, your products and services. So book publishing is a huge step in order for you to present yourself and to be perceived as an authority and a celebrity in your field. Okay, so we're done with book publishing. Podcasting. So I hear many people tell me, well, those times are over. Podcasting is just like a radio, so people don't listen to it. But I'll give you some statistics. In the United States today, there are 96 million people who are commuting to and from work. And on an average week, that commute time is about 25 miles. And the best part is 20% of those people are streaming audio when they're driving, which means that they're listening to some kind of podcast. So podcast is a really, really huge tool, and honestly, you only have, I think, 18 to 24 months to make it big on the podcasting industry. What I mean specifically is, regardless of what you do, you might be a lawyer, a real estate agent, a dentist, a chiropractor, having your own podcast attracts so many people because people are on the way to drive. You can't do much, right? You have to, you're looking on the road and making sure everything is fine, speed limit and all that stuff, and you want to listen to something. You want to listen to either something funny or valuable, something that adds something to your life. It could be some information you want to get, or you might be a professional in any industry and you want to find out what like-minded professionals are saying, what's happening, and you could be that person that they're being listened to, and your podcast may be downloaded hundreds and thousands of times. That gives you immediate exposure in a major way. So we're going to talk more about it in some other episodes, but podcasting is another way to grow your business. And the other piece is email marketing. Even though it has been discussed as a dying industry, right? We keep reading stuff that the people are not responding to email anymore. It is still an existing media and it needs to be utilized, all right? And the next one is blogs and articles, writing professional articles or blog posts that answer some common questions about what it is that you do, solves a problem for individuals and companies regarding your services and your products that you offer is a huge, huge benefit for you to present yourself as the authority and a celebrity in your field. And the last one is text messaging and voicemail, all right? So people are saying, email might be dying, but believe it or not, text message is a growing media tool for the industry right now. Because regardless of, think about yourself, there are more than 8 million smartphones out there, 8 billion, smartphones out there that are connected to the internet, right? And people check their email 125 times on average, okay? So when you're talking about sending someone a text message, it cannot be ignored. We all check our text messages. And if you build a marketing system based on text messages, at least a piece of that, people will read about you. You'll get your message across. And as long as your message is adding value, again, and I keep repeating this again and again, because you don't want to be spamming people. You need their permission in order to provide something. In order for you to do that, you need to be solving a problem for them. And believe it or not, you're already doing that. Whatever your profession is and specialty is, you're already doing that. But you might not be noticing that. It's just bringing that out of you and turning it into a context of marketing and releasing it through a text message and having people read about you and watch you and follow you on social media, read your books, and you're listening to your podcasts. And this is, as you can see, it's a circle coming together. The last piece is voicemail marketing. Think of a networking event. We all go to networking events, right? And you meet someone, and that person that you meet, maybe they already met 20 other people that night. So what are the likelihood of that person actually remembering you? What is your follow-up structure? How do you follow up with those people? What would happen if you left a voicemail on their phone automatically saying, hey, it was great meeting you last night. I learned a lot about your company, and I know you meet so many people every single day. I just wanted to give you a summary of what we do. If you're interested, give me a call back or send a text message to this number. I'm going to send you free information, right? So their phone doesn't ring. It directly goes to voicemail, and people listen to their voicemail. If you're talking about being exposed and having people hear your voice, the great way to do that is through text message and voicemail. And going back to the point 1 and 2, we're doing all of these types of marketing for 2 reasons. And we're going to reveal the first one now. The first one is we want to generate leads, right? We want to generate leads. We want to have people raise their hand and say, you know what, I am interested in the services that you offer. Give me some more information. And the way you do that is being involved and being engaged. That's the number 1. Number 2 is when you have those leads, what are you going to do with them? You want to convert them into customers, right? That's when you get paid. Having thousands of leads doesn't mean anything unless someone says, you know what, yes, the information you provided was great. I'm glad I signed up. I'm glad I met you. But what do I do? What is the next step? I want to be able to use your help. I want to buy your products. I want to hire you for my landscaping. I need a lawyer like you. I need a dentist right now that can beautify my smile. And you know, so converting leads into customers is a whole process itself. We're going to explain. But as you're listening, probably one question is going through your mind, and you're like, how the heck am I supposed to know all of this? And how am I going to create? Yeah, it sounds great that I need to be on social media. Sure, I'll go ahead and write a book right now today and get it published. Yeah, go ahead, let's do that. So I know it doesn't sound realistic because all of this requires you to be expert on each of them normally, right? So you can be successful at that kind of marketing. So what multi-channel marketing does, here's the great part, right? Here's the part that really interests you. With one content, let's say video, we can take that content and turn it into all of these different media and release it on the internet to all the sites that are accepting it. So all you do is create one type of content and we do the rest. So you don't need to know anything about social media, voicemail, text message, blog, email, podcast, creating a book, even creating a video. So our approach works like this. We find out, we interview you, right, in front of the camera. We identify some of the key questions that your industry are dying to know. Your customers, they want an answer. They want to know what it is that you do and how they can benefit from it. They don't really care how many years of experience you have. They're looking for answers to their question. If someone is looking for a chiropractor, there are some common questions they always ask. For example, why does my back crack when I go to chiropractor? How do I choose the right chiropractor? Does it really hurt? I hear cracking on watching the videos. Does it really hurt? What it is that they actually do? Do I really need to go to a chiropractor? Or does my insurance cover that? So these are all questions coming from your potential customers if you're a chiropractor. And imagine getting in front of the camera professionally and answering those questions and releasing it on the internet. What would it do? Well, it would just give you one form of media. How do you turn that into social media and the rest of the stuff? So this is where we come into play. We help you shoot the video professionally. We have our staff. Then we take the same content, listen carefully, take the a video out of that, so you have the audio interview, and we turn it into a podcast, because podcast, all it is an audio streamed online. So we create your podcast channel and stream it to the podcast community, and it starts getting downloaded immediately like this. Then we take the same content after a couple of interviews, and we have enough material. We get it transcribed and turn it into a book, if you like. We can get it published. So without really knowing how to write a book, with the valuable content that you shared, you became an authority and celebrity in your field by being a published author. Then we take the same content and take pieces out of that and turn it into email marketing for you. So your autoresponders kick in when someone signs up to your channel, and we already take care of that part, right? We create a capture page for you so the leads can come in and you can convert them. And we take the same content, get it transcribed. Remember, we turn them into a book. Now we take pieces out of that, we turn it into a blog and articles for you. You can post it on your website. Now you have one content turned into many things. Then we also take care of the text message and voicemail, and we turn this content into social media posts for your Twitter and Facebook account. And we post it periodically for you. Now all of a sudden, boom, you're an expert in multi-channel marketing. You're out there, people are finding you through different means of media and taking advantage of your services. Same thing with voicemail and text messages. We create custom campaigns that attract customers through your sales funnel. then so you can get the leads and get them converted into customers. So I didn't mean this to be a really long video, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what it is that we deal with every single day and how our processes work. I think it's really important for maybe you're a future client, maybe you're just interested in finding out more about multi-channel marketing. I thought this could be really helpful to you. And if you have any other questions, please drop a comment or just text your number to the information on the email that you received. And again, this is video number 2, and you already qualify for a 30-minute strategy session with me where we discuss about your company, your goals, and potentially how we can work together, right? So I suggest that you take advantage of that opportunity by clicking on the link in your email, and I will go from there, all right? So again, leads turn to customers through multi-channel marketing. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next episode. Have a great day.